Hi, and welcome to Bunny Hollow Crafts. We are finishing the dog book. This will be the covering of the album and putting the pages in. It's so exciting. So if you'd like to, please join me, and I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Here we go. Pull out your cardstock. I've pulled out black cardstock, 8.5 by 11. This is 65 pound. Probably 3 pieces will do it. And I'm going to first measure and mat the whole thing with black before I pick my pattern paper to go on it. Right, I marked the height, didn't mark the side. But I'm gonna, when I cut this, I'm gonna cut 2 pieces together because the front and the back are the same, right? So let me put that up, pull in my cutter. Stack these together. We could just make it easy and cut them 7 3/4, right? Because our book is 8 by 8. Where's my mark? There it is. I just wanted it a little closer than that. But if you want to make it really easy, just cut it 7 1/4 and don't even mess with it. Okay, my scrap bin is getting full. Okay, let's just do a test fit. And just for kicks, let's do a measurement. Where's my scoreboard? Oh, right here at my feet. Okay, let's see how big this puppy is. Okay, it's 1 tick past the 7 1/4. So I did okay, I guess. That's just harder to, it's an 1/8, and I don't say 1/8. Okay, I'm just going to put glue on it and put it down. Hopefully my glue's first time I've tried it this morning. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely like it should. Okay, I love it when things work. And I will say I got lucky. I think I got lucky when I dropped the hinge. It fell into place. And that's probably because I was holding it tight out here as I was taking tape off, so it knew where to go, but I didn't enjoy that little process. Okay. I'm going to lay my album out and do it this way. Okay, so do the same for the back, which could be the front. I don't know. We haven't made anything yet, right? Okay, now that one looks a little furry. Okay. I would love to get this done before we have to leave. But I remember now I also have to build the things I want to put in that pocket. That'll be work on my computer. There's just, even when you're done, there's steps to still be done, if that makes sense. So, but it will come together either here or in Texas or maybe Utah. I don't know. I really don't like the glue on black paper, but we're going to cover that with pattern paper, so it won't matter. All right, so we're going to get through this with, maybe we could use a scrap. I'm going to use a scrap instead of a full-size sheet of paper. Lord knows I have plenty of those. Is this long enough? Is that perfect? That was a scrap. I think it needs to be trimmed just a hair on the side. Oh my gosh, that's nice. Actually, that's 2 pieces together. Okay, so I'm just going to take off 1/8 of an inch to start with. Well, that's at 3 inches. We knew our spine is 3 inches, so let's just go into that 1/8 mark and trim. And there we go. Perfect. Can you see? So let me glue that on there, and then we'll pick pattern paper and make this thing pretty. I just made a fast decision. We're all glued down. Very pretty. Since I may have to leave, I'm going to start with my, and if I had to travel, I don't want to take it with the album finished, right? Because if something messed up, you can always cover it up if it messes on the black, but if you've got it all finished and it gets messed up, that's not good. So I think I'll just put this in here first, and then maybe build the waterfall before we ever decorate the outside. So I'm going to erase some pencil marks where I drew on my, if I can, that's deep in there. And that really won't get covered up. So I'm going to try. Okay, we're going to leave it as that. All right, so we need to pick a front from a back, and I have this gluey mark right there that it's going to get covered up. And there's one right there too, but I think I'll pick that for my front because it's better, right? So that is going to go right there. I'm toying with, do I want to put black paper behind it? And I see a little mark here. I don't know what that is. Okay, so let me decide, do I want to put black paper? I probably do. All right, I cut my black paper, actually twice. I cut these two together, and you didn't see much border, so I cut another one, and that will look much better. It's tight. It's probably not even worth it. I just like it like that. So I'm gonna glue this. I'm just gonna use a lot of glue because this pocket will get a lot of use. So I'm gonna layer this up with glue really well. Okay, that should be a gracious plenty. We just picked direction up because now everything has to go this direction. I didn't even look to see if I wanted that to be the front or the back. But I do like that with the extra matte. I really do. I think that is crisp and clean. Bends beautifully. I love it. May come back and put a piece of paper in here. I kind of think maybe. And I kind of think, I don't know. I'll wait to see what I put in the pocket and see how much room it takes up. We may not need it. All right, so this one is going to be a little smaller than that one. I don't know. Well, no, I am going to cut a different one. I make a lot of albums. I can use this for scrap. If I would go ahead and use it, if you're not that, that way, it would certainly work. Wouldn't be a problem. But I'm going to cut my margins a little closer than that to kind of copy that, and just put that paper in my scraps. Little tight corners, I love it. Okay, and that paper that we put over the hinge right there just gives the hinge all the more stability. Okay, we picked a front. Did we do it without the goopy? We did, because it's back there. It'll probably come off. We're going to cover it anyway. All right, so we have that much done. Let's build our waterfall. We're going to start work on our waterfall, and I think that's the wrong paper. All my paper, my weights are getting confused in my little organizer. You need, I think, 3 total pieces. And we're going to cut them all at one time. We're just going to build it real quickly. We're going to cut this right in half at 5.5. All right, and then we're going to cut both of these, but we'll take them one at a time. And we're going to cut it to 5 inches. So I have a little bit of waste, but good scraps, right? So there's 3 of those and 3 of those right at 5. So on the 5-inch side at 4.5, all of them. And we're going to need 5, maybe 6. All right, friends, I have found a poem that I'm very excited about, and I'm using scraps to put it on black paper, and we're going to put these on the top. We'll probably do pattern paper first, but every one will have part of the poem, which has raising a dog is like a rainbow, puppies are the joy at one end, an old faithful friend is the treasure on the other end. I just thought that was so cute. So I'm backing these onto black cardstock, and my trimmer needs a little help, so I'm just trimming off a little of the woolies that are on the sides. I tried to trim them all down to about 1/2 inch. It was hard to be specific with that, with my trimmer and such little pieces, but they're close. And I tried to make them all 5 inches long, so at least that part would be similar. Okay, so I'm going to trim that out with my blade. I think this will be really cute. The idea is still coming together, so we'll see. Okay, it's like a rainbow. Puppies at one end. Let's see if we have any yes, we definitely have fuzzies. Okay, there they are. I'm excited about that. All right, all these scraps to the scrap bin. Glue back together, and let's build the waterfall. Because we're going to offset. I just think it'd be fun to do something different. So I'm going to come up here about 1/2 inch down, try to get it kind of square to the side, and just glue it down. Okay. Then the next one is boogered. And since we're only going to use 6, I'm kicking that one out. I mean, I'm only going to use 5. I have 6. That'll be out. Let's see. Didn't I have? Yeah. Okay. So the second one, we're still going to nudge it up to the bottom of the flap that we just glued down, but we're going to offset. We're going to still butt it up there, but we're going to come up here and just want to get it even on the side. But you definitely want this to be met so that that's pretty, okay? You don't want a gap. You don't want to see black between there. Or you could if you wanted. I don't want to. Okay. Now the next one is going to go on to match this one, but back over here. So I'm just going to have to go by this line. So match it up, slide it up, and I think I need to come to the left, or yeah, to the left, no, to the right a little bit. Okay, and just glue it down. That's a little wider. See if I can get it off. Anything will come off. Oh, just a hair, come on. I like that better. Okay. Let's check underneath, make sure we burnish it down. Okay, so there's 3. Okay. Here's 4. Now you want to line up with this side. So now I see a little black. I want to go up just a little bit. Let's check our side. Let's push that down. I like it. Okay. And then the last one, we'll go back over here, and then we'll make a nice closure for the whole thing. Probably use one of our little cut aparts. Or maybe I'll make something on the computer, because I would like it kind of to say, as I grow, or as the years go by. Although our poem may be quite enough. Okay, so that's going to show more of our pattern papers, and we have room down here to start about right here, and we'll make a magneted closure. We'll hold all this down. It's going to be really cute. All right, I think this is the right time. We've got all these put down, and I got one of these that I had extra, and I just trimmed it down. Let me tell you how big it is. It is 3.5 inches wide, and it is at 4.5 right now, which means it was at 5 because we folded under 1/2 inch, right? Okay, by 3.5. So I found a cute cut apart, and this is how I got to this size, was I just wanted that centered in there. So I'm going to back him on black, or put paper and everything. But I think I want to go ahead and put my magnets, and then I can cover my magnets up with paper. So let me slide this up just a hair, move all our little poems up. All right, I was not filming. I thought I was. I added a magnet, a big one, because this is going to get covered up with cardstock and layers. So I wanted to use a heavier magnet. And I'm just going to put black on our little tab that we made. What would he look like if we did him on white? And then I think it just adds something. I'm doing it. Don't you love having scraps so you can just play around and figure things out? I think I will cut this with my ruler. Almost cut it too skinny. I like that much better. All right, let's glue that down. Oh, I think he's so cute. I've been saving him. I just thought he was so cute. Might have liked to have had him on the cover, I don't know. But of course I have 2 of them because I have 2 paper packs. All right, our magnet is back here until I boogered that up. I did get that crooked after all. Well, I'll fix that. And our other magnet is back here held with score tape. So, a little bit of work to do. I'd like to mat these with black. I don't know if it'd make it too much weight for our magnets to deal with, to do black and pattern paper, but I think no better time than now to test it, right? So let me start matting with black and then we'll go forth. Sorry, I thought I was filming. I cut papers to go on the waterfall. Oops, let's get the doggies straight up and down. I matted all the black, and yes, the magnet holds. Not wonderfully, but it does hold. Wish I'd have thought to do too, but it's going to be really cute when it all comes together. I'm also going to add something. I should have put pattern paper behind and I didn't. I was just excited. So I'm just going to finish gluing these down, and then need to cover the exposed magnet on the back of right there, and few little other tidying up things to do. All right, so they're all glued down. They're cute. They are cute. And let's do the will it hold test. Of course, we have not put anything on the back. Okay, nothing. Oh, you're there. Let's do it this way. Nothing falls forward, right? It's all hung in there. So it's not real tight. I'm going to toy with, where is the other magnet? It's right there. Maybe putting on another one. But if I do that, I'll show you. And then I'm also going to cover where I didn't get that straight. I'm going to put something on here. I don't know what. But it's a work in progress. Okay, I did decide to add in another magnet. And I'm just going to take this off. Put it kind of close to that one. I just think 2 will help. I'm going to attach that to that. You know, I should have. See, I put this magnet on the back of there. I could have put it on the back of here. Well, since I'm going to be putting something in here anyway, I'm just going to let it go. Probably didn't do a lot of good thinking on that one. But let's push that down. Okay, well, let's see if 2 is better than 1. Should. I was hoping for a little bit better click. But we did all we could. We'll go with that, right? So, a little more to do. What a mess, but coming down to the finish line. I'm working on the cover. This is one of the cut aparts, and I put it brown and then black. And then look at these 2 little doggies. They will sandwich into there. So what I want to do is fold this under the paper. What are these glasses? Oh, they're supposed to be working. Okay. So I'm going to make a mark. I like to get them kind of even. I'll go with that. So I'm going to make a mark right there. And a mark right there. And put it in my scoreboard and see if I can't score so I can get a better fold there. If I can find those marks. Okay, I see that one. Let's put it up where it's okay. And then the other one is right there. So let's put it in that little mark. Okay. Hopefully that will be right. I just think it's nicer if you don't see the raw edge and if it could just fit around. And is that right? Not really. Dang it. It's so close. How did I go wrong? I'm gonna make it fit. I don't want my cover to bow, that's for sure. Come on, I squeezed you out. Okay, so once I glue that on, I mean, it'll surely lay down, right? So I want to put these guys on. I want to mat them in black. And I wonder if I came out just a little bit, could I see them both? I kind of wanted them running under, like they were all one piece. I think I'm going to mat them in black. This one looks a little crooked to me. I'm going to check that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so pulling the cover. You can see it has my paper clips in it because it'll help hold it up, right? So nervous, I shouldn't be, but it's when it gets to the final stages, it's just like exciting. And going with that. I'm probably out of frame, but I'm just pushing it down. Since I can't really push on the paper clips, it'll make a mark on the back. But I think it's down. I'm so excited. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So glue on the back of the chipboard. That's going to be enough. Stand up. Make sure we're right side up. Get between the two dog ears. Oh, I like it so much. So that is our cover. We need something for the spine and something simple for the back. And then we'll put the pages in. Oh my goodness. Exciting. Okay, she looks done. The pages seem to be in. They're just laying in there. I did it for a test fit. And I'm trying to decide what order to put the pages in. I was trying to match paper with paper, but in the end that made my favorite page be at the back, so I changed everything up. Okay, first thing you do is score tape. I would never use glue. I put this into fast forward only because it's a little tedious putting the pages in and it was a long video. So you want to put the tape at the top of your hinge. Remember, it's an inch hinge, so you got plenty of room. And so I'm using 1/2 inch score tape. So you just want to stay at the top without going over, and then you'll have an easy time putting your pages in. So I'm going to have to go back and erase my pencil marks. On the hinges themselves, that's going to be covered up, but between the pages where I wrote gusset, that G, I need to get rid of that. So also, looking forward to going back through it and putting in some cutesies. And you know, it's nice to walk back through the album once it's completed. It seems completed. To add in the final pizzazz. I was pointing to that black. I may put something in there, and I may just embrace the black. I still need to make the little booklet that we're going to put in that pocket. So that'll just be computer work and print it out and put in there. All right, so burnish your tapes really well. One more to go, and we'll start putting pages in. I hope you guys are enjoying this process. I tried to get this video to be shorter, but it just takes time. It just takes a lot of time to make an album, but I really did have so much fun doing this. I'm going to do more albums because it's just I just really, really enjoyed it. I love the feel of the paper. I love things to come out nice and orderly, and it just was fun. So I'm deciding again on order for the last time. And once you're satisfied with them, sit them over to the side where they're out of your way, but in the right order. All right, there they go. I think. My gosh, this is a slow process. I'm sorry. Even voiceovers are slow. Oh my gosh. It just takes time. Your pages are so personal to you when you do them, and then you just want to get it right. So once you decide what you need to do, find your middle, take your first page and just do a test fit. You need to see how far I am. It's about 1/4 inch. You do not want to be at the base. That won't work. You need to pull it off of there about 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch, something. So just kind of get your idea where that would be. And then top to bottom, you need to center it because this hinge is smaller than our page, and you can slide that hinge back and forth, see? Or the page back and forth on the hinge. So you just need to be in the middle, and your first one is the guide for all the rest. So peel your tape back, find your middle, and just go for it. This one will be the guide for all the others. So you want to hit the middle as best you can and stay about 1/4 inch off of the base. When you're ready, just push it down and pull your tape gently. I do break my tape in one of these, and that's a hunting expedition that's not fun. But you can see you can survive it. You'll see that in a minute. So just grab your tape and just pull gently and press. So first page is in and it's nice and even, so that's a good guide for the rest of the pages. So peel back your tape, find your middle, and slide it on there. And then I'll pull up that first page and let that be a guide to make sure that I'm square, and just push it down. As long as you're not on the base and your pages are lining up, you're golden. That's the one that ripped, yes. So you just turn your book around and go hunting. It's hard because your page is halfway glued down. You just have to hunt. But patience is a virtue, as is perseverance. So just push it down and resolve to be more careful. You just have to be gentle taking that tape off. When I do it this time, I'm going to move my hand over and not hold it as tight. See, my hand's more away, and I'm just kind of barely. There we go. Perfect. All right, so just push it down really well. 2 pages in. All right, one more. Oh, this was so fun to do. I just enjoyed making this album. I'm going to make more albums because I just love the orderliness of it when it all comes together. Building the hinge, it's so satisfying, and I don't know, it just appeals to me. So nice to have the extra pages in there so you can judge if you're square. I just love building albums. So I hope this video is clear enough. I'm sorry I had to voice over, but the audio, I just wasn't. You can see the microphone. It's laying there in the right-hand corner of the video. I was so excited I didn't put it on. So crazy me, but I was so pleased to get this done and ahead of schedule. It was way ahead of schedule, so that was awesome. And it tells me I'm getting quicker at it too, which was nice. This one won't go on there, and I had to take it off and look at it inside, and I realized there's a flap underneath some of the pages where we glued in, and we didn't get the corner tight, and it was catching on that. So I pushed that down really well, and we're back in business. Squaring up your pages and flush. And this one, I don't know, I think I was so excited to get to the end. Look what I do. No, I do go in there for that tape. Okay, it was the other one. I forgot to take the tape off because that's the last page. The page before it, if you noticed, I was yakking, but I don't have the tape off of that one. I still have to go back and do it. So make sure you get it off of both sides. It can be easy to get distracted and carried away, and it's just so fun to build the album. So there it is, guys. There it is. Ah, I loved it. So there's just a final brief little walkthrough before I'll go back and add some things. I am going to leave the black places black because some of it has magnets in it, and you don't want too much bulk in there because photos will go on here, and that'll add a layer itself. So yeah, it was so fun to build. It was so fun. And finding the little poem and the wolf and the magnets. I know it was a little backwards at times, but it was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it.